Why sales scripts don't work. That's today's topic, and it's come about because I've been asked a couple of times from different people to give out a sales script. Having been known for doing a lot of sales training, developing marketing and sales processes for a lot of people over the last 20 years, people think that they can just get a script and read it out. Anyway, if you're wondering who I am, my name is Ben. I'm the co-founder of Maxmyprofit and the Business Acceleration Blueprint, which is a 5-stage business growth system. So let's talk about sales scripts. In fact, let's not talk about sales scripts. Let's talk about food. Do you like food? Have you ever watched an amazing chef make something? Or maybe you're really good at cooking something and they don't use a recipe. They just make something that tastes really good. And when you ask them about why they've done what they've done, so why they've put in the ingredients they've put in, they'll tell you it's because they understand how each of the ingredients is going to react with each other or complement each other, or how each of those ingredients is going to, set the taste buds on fire, like they've got this plan of a vision of what the end product is going to taste like. So a really good chef doesn't need a recipe. Now, I'm not a really good chef. If I was going to cook something that was complex, I would need a recipe. I would need somebody, and that's a bit like a sales script. Even with the recipe, I might not always get a really good product at the end. And the reason for that is because I don't understand how each of the ingredients interact. I got no idea what some of those things taste like, some of these herbs and spices on their own. I got no idea how when you put two of those things together, it's going to mix and taste. And so sales scripts are sort of the same. They're a recipe. And what I find is people in sales that, you might get the result, you might get an okay result with a recipe, but it's never going to be amazing. So if you want to get amazing results, you've got to understand how each of the different components or ingredients of a sales script work so you can get the best results. So I'm going to quickly run you through what they are today. And so you can go away and you can start to think, rather than think about sales script, you can start thinking about the ingredients that go into a sales script and then how you can use those to help you have much more powerful conversations. Much more powerful. Alrighty, so let's do this. Now, it's all marketing based, right? So at the end of the day, there's 4 key elements to any marketing, and a sales phone call. So if you're doing a cold call, even if you're answering the phone or you're doing a cold call out, it doesn't matter. A sales script has 4 key ingredients. The first ingredient is you've got to get the prospect's attention. And you might have heard this before. Now, this is 80% of the battle, right? Especially if you're cold calling. If you're cold calling and you don't get the person's attention as soon as they answer the phone, then you're dead, you're gone. They're not going to stick around and talk to you. Not at all. Why would they? Couldn't blame them, right? So the first ingredient is to get their attention. Now, how you do that is completely up to you. Completely up to you. But you've got to make sure whatever you do has impact immediately. No fluffing around. It's a bit like the headline for this video. Sales scripts don't work. That got your attention, right? That is the first key to any marketing. Any marketing. And it's the first ingredient to a good sales script. Second ingredient is getting interest. Okay, getting interest, getting or creating interest. Now, the way that we create interest on a sales call is by asking great questions, okay, and being interesting. So what we have to do once we get their attention is we have to have a set of questions that we ask. Now, this can be scripted, right? But you got to ask the right questions. You can't just ask any old questions. So I like to have a list of questions that I've predetermined that get my clients thinking, that get them understanding that they could be better off, or that maybe what they currently have isn't as good as what it could be, that they're settling, or maybe they're missing out on something. There's been a lot of studies to show that people don't like missing out on something. They don't like losing, right? So I ask questions to pique their interest get them really interested in what it is that I'm talking about. The other questions that I ask are about them. People love talking about themselves, right? So that's the second ingredient to your sales script, is interest. Third ingredient is you've got to create desire. So the third part of your script has got to create some sort of desire, so your prospects want to take action, which is the fourth ingredient. But let's talk about this third ingredient. So how do you go about creating desire? Well, you might talk about results that other clients have achieved. That could create desire. You might have a special offer on. So you might talk about a special offer you have for this month only that's expiring. Maybe for the first 5 people that take your offer up, you might have a special offer for. Okay, that creates desire. So you've got to create some sort of desire for them there and then. So if you and now look, if you've got it's a free appointment, or it's a free demo, or you've got free delivery, or a free bonus for the next 5 people or something, that could create desire. The other thing that can create desire is the fact that you've got a solution to their problem. So if your questions have uncovered a problem and you've got the solution, that could also create desire, which is really important. All right, fourth ingredient is action. Okay, and I find a lot of people don't do this. You've got to ask for what it is you want. Okay, if at the end of your sales call, you have to ask, you know, I've got available times Thursday and Friday. What day suits you best? Okay, I've got to ask them. I can meet with you via Zoom or in person. What would you prefer? You've got to ask for the sale. You've got to ask for the appointment. Okay, you've got to ask for them to take action. You might say something, look, the next steps are you've got to do this. How would you like me to send that to you? Email or SMS? Now you'll notice I'm asking an either or question as well there in my action, call to action. Okay, so that's the 4 ingredients, 4 simple ingredients to a good sales script. If all you do is download a sales script off the internet, or have someone give you a sales script and you read it out, it's just like using a recipe where you do not understand the ingredients, why the different ingredients are going in there. Alrighty, so really important, really important if you want to get good at sales, is you have to understand the ingredients. Attention, interest, desire, action. 4 ingredients to an amazing sales call. Have a good day. Go and get some sales.